Hey guys, welcome. And today we have a very special guest from a company, as you've probably seen from the title, that makes the heart of not only your smartphones, now laptops, and a lot of other gadgets that you've probably experienced. And I have with me Seema. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
So, I want to start with some fun facts about Qualcomm. I know probably a lot of our viewers don't know this, but Qualcomm stands for Quality Communication. That's where it came
Correct.
from. And another fun fact from me is that CDMA technology was actually invented by you guys, and it was the foundation for 3G and what we enjoy 5G on today.
Absolutely.
But you're from inside Qualcomm, so you have to tell me either a fun fact about Qualcomm or a fun memory of working there.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been with Qualcomm now for 12 years. And I will tell you, I feel like I've been in 4 different jobs. That is the biggest fun fact. And it literally went from when we were actually marketing mobile phones, and now we've expanded into so many different categories, as you mentioned. And it's completely new segments, completely new audiences. And we've gone from wanting to be a B2B brand to a consumer brand. So that is my funnest memory. And I'm having just so much fun every day and learning every day.
Yeah, I actually kind of remember that at least it was a very big deal in India when some brands came with the Snapdragon 801,
Correct.
and it was like very game changing for that for those 1 2 years for that generation, and a lot of us were kind of just getting into using the smartphone for more than phone. Social media was taking over at that time.
Uh-huh.
So I think that was one of my fondest memory of using a Qualcomm phone from back in the day was
Yeah.
the 801. But
Then the video thing expanded, exploded, WhatsApp exploded, everything exploded.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So Snapdragon Insider, right? Like you look at any brand today, they're nothing without their community, and I think Qualcomm set a benchmark on it with Snapdragon Insider. And the one thing that I know, speaking to a lot of people that work in communities and all, is that the relationship between a brand and the community is just very strong. They probably give you a lot of feedback before we even get to see the product. So I want to know your opinion on Snapdragon Insider, how you've built this community, and how you guys have used it as such a great marketing tool.
Yeah, absolutely. As we are trying to kind of transition from a B2B company into B2C company, we really truly felt like we needed true advocates out there, like tech enthusiast advocates, people who really appreciate the heart of what's there in their device, right? That's not usually what people look for. They look at the outer packaging and that's what the brand. But what the true tech enthusiast community likes is to see what actually operates this, what does it work on? In India, especially, that is so critical. We have what we call them a cutting edge segment, is what the Indian consumer is called. And they just tend to really care about what's inside. So we want to have those authentic conversations with our consumers. And then what happens is then they become our advocates. They become our marketing engine with a very authentic voice. So that is the effort we started about 4 years ago. We just celebrated Snapdragon Insider's 4 year birthday. And we would just want to keep growing this community. That is really our goal.
Yeah, and I think the definition of community has changed so much over the years, right? I mean, being India, the community was where you lived and you grew up and you still spoke about the same products, you watched the same TV shows, and now you're advocating these young guys who will go and spread your word. But when you look at a brand and their marketing to the audience, it's evolved in a country like India a lot. I mean, once upon a time, it was just billboards, print, and television.
Absolutely.
Today, you have social media influencers, you have targeted marketing through ads. You even the way brands work with publishers has also evolved so much, right? So can you talk a little bit about this evolution of so many marketing channels and keeping India as an important context?
Absolutely. And I've had an opportunity of being able to do this from the time when it was just digital and billboards and print ads to where it is now. And what I think has changed with consumers is you cannot talk at them anymore, right? We used to talk at them, they had the mind space, and they were influenced very easily. Now they don't have the mind space. There's so much going on, and we have to earn their mind space. So to earn their mind space, we have to be in there, actually communicating with them, relating to them, and bringing them into the conversation with brands. And I think that's the biggest difference in marketing.
Okay. Now, even keeping the push to online so big, right? One of the changes that we've seen is I can watch a video of, let's say, a laptop or a smartphone on YouTube, but the touch and feel is still very important, especially when you go to the tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 cities in India, right? They'd still want to go
Play with it.
offline and check it out as to what it feels like. And Qualcomm has had this big push with large format retail, especially you guys had a very big launch with Chroma, dedicated zones in Chroma where people can go and not only experience the phone, but laptops as well, right? So how do you see this shift happening, especially with, offline people still going and experiencing versus online where you can order it on Amazon and probably watch a few videos as well?
It's a combination. I think it's definitely a combination of where you have to go experience the product. Our products are not cheap. They're not impulse buys. They take heavy consideration. So people like to touch, feel, research, look at their options. And so while they may use the large format retail stores as a place to go research, then they can go make the purchase in online. Vice versa, they can actually go do research online where they're doing the tech specs side by side, and they go make the purchase and make the purchase an event with their family, right? I mean, before, whether it's Dhanteras or any kind of holiday, you can go do that online. So I think there's a big kind of relationship between the online and offline.
Yeah. Qualcomm has been a fairly household name when it comes to the tech community, right? Because of your legacy in consumer technology. But lately, we've noticed that there's a very big marketing push for the masses as well, right? The communication has gone up. So, can you talk a little bit about what changed and what's made India such a big, important market?
So Qualcomm was, kind of became household name, and really, I'm happy and proud to say India is probably one of our most leading countries in terms of our brand recognition and value that we've grown very organically. We were not known to be a marketing company. We didn't invest a whole lot in branding. But as we sort of broke off Qualcomm and Snapdragon and wanted to stand up Snapdragon as a consumer brand, we saw that the trajectory is already there, right? There's so much brand love for Snapdragon already. I can sit in a room and ask people how many know about it. I think 80% of the folks in a room will raise their hand. I cannot say it's the same in the Western world. So with that, we feel like there's a momentum. We need to kind of put more fuel and gas into that momentum and keep growing that brand as we're expanding into different categories.
So this is a bit of a cheat question, but what's the next big Qualcomm product that our viewers, because our viewers are the young techie enthusiasts, so do you want to tease something for them?
The phone, as you know it, is a bunch of experiences, right? So I think it's seeing those experiences in lots of different ways. So your glasses are going to serve as in a completely different way. I'm just coming back from being in China, and I saw some innovation there that just shows how glasses are innovating, how XR is going to innovate. Your car, the experiences in your car is just going to completely transform how your relationship with your car. So I think there's not one, there's going to be plenty.
So there's a lot to look forward to.
There's a lot to look forward to, yes. I think you should keep an eye out for what's coming, because we are really innovating every day. Every day is something new. Our engineers are hard at work and really trying to take that technology, that essential mobile technology that we have, and bring those experiences in so many different places. So that's where our trajectory is.
Yeah. I mean, Qualcomm has their chips in so many products which we never thought were a reality. I mean, watching Dick Tracy talk on his wristwatch once upon a time was considered fantasy, and today you can do it. Or watching Tom Cruise get his mission in the glasses, and now you can actually record something. Yeah. So I want to know your favorite sci-fi gadget from a book or a movie that you wish was real.
Oh boy, that's a really good question. I would say, I think the glasses. I am really looking for the heads-up display. That is what I would love to see. I think I'm so tired of looking down. I would love to be able to look up, ask questions, things come up in front of me, and as I'm going about my day, heads-up display in a regular day-to-day. I know today we see it in cars, we see it in a few places, but to see that in daily life, things showing up in front of me, that will be amazing.
And Qualcomm will make it happen, hopefully.
Qualcomm will make it happen, yes.
Okay, so now we'll turn time around a little bit. Maybe a favorite gadget from your childhood that you wish makes a comeback, or that you wish the next generation could experience, maybe for the first time properly.
Absolutely. The rotary telephone. I thought that was just an absolute classic. There was a ring to it. There's a sound to it. You actually get to memorize numbers. Do you know any numbers?
Except my wife's no.
Exactly. Nobody knows any phone numbers these days. I think the rotary telephone would be a really fantastic thing to bring back, as opposed to any other device out there.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of young kids. If you show them the movie The Matrix, they go in and out of the Matrix using the old telephone phone booths.
Correct.
So and you would get a lot of young kids asking, "What is that?" So I think yes, a lot of old tech should definitely make a comeback.
Yes, I just came from London and I saw the old telephone booths, but not a single soul in there. And I know growing up, we were in there dialing all the time. So yes, absolutely.
Calling my parents, being, I'm going to be late today. Yeah, don't worry. But yes, thank you so much for spending this time with me. And thank you everyone for staying tuned for this interaction. As always, you can subscribe to the channel for more such videos. We will catch you in another episode. It's goodbye for now.